Hello everyone, this is Kevin, your entrepreneur, and we need to talk about Postmates because Postmates has implemented a new delivery policy that I think you guys need to know about. So you all know that with Postmates and now DoorDash, they have stacked deliveries where they will put up a delivery for your next order and you can choose to accept it or decline it. I most of the time recommend accept it, but you can accept or decline. Now, once you accept it, there used to be no rules on what order you could do these deliveries in. You could do one or the other. Most of the time, it made sense to do the orders in the order you got them in. But then there would be situations where sometimes when you accept the second delivery, you would actually be right next to the restaurant or very much closer to it than you were the first restaurant or the first house or whatever, and you would do things a little out of order. Well, Postmates has decided to change that. Now they are enforcing a strict, you take the orders and you deliver them in the exact order that you receive them. And I think this is very, very flawed. I mean, they say it's because it will make the deliveries faster, thus customers will be happier, thus you will get tipped more. And you know what? Most of the time, again, this is correct. In fact, but here's the thing, drivers aren't stupid, or at least most of them aren't. They know this. Here's the thing, when the drivers get the orders, most of the time we can see that doing the deliveries in order is beneficial most of the time. It doesn't make sense we're on our way to pick up the first delivery, that we get the second delivery, we stop, we turn around, we go get that one. No, it usually doesn't make sense to do that. But we have information that the algorithm doesn't always take into account. In fact, as little as yesterday, I got a stacked order, and it was really weird because I was going to pick up a delivery and I got a second order. Now, the second order was a fast food order, and it was on the way. In fact, when I got it, the McDonald's was right there. It was right next to me. So I switched to the second order, picked it up, and then I noticed, oh, the house, it's also before the restaurant for the first delivery. So I dropped it off. Therefore, in that case, it made sense to do the second delivery first, and it was faster that way. And the first person didn't even want their food till like an hour later, so it benefited everyone that I wasn't even there to pick it up till then. But under Postmates' new rules, you can no longer do that. Now, while I do not anticipate this being a big problem or a continuous problem, it can be a problem. It will come up. I don't think Postmates has any right to tie their hands or our hands like that, I should say. Like, we are out there driving around, we're doing this, we know what we're doing. Unless you're brand new to this and you've never done this before, you know what? We know the most efficient way to do this. Postmates, you really should not tie our hands on this. Sometimes it makes sense to do the second order first, because we see something that the computer and the algorithm simply doesn't see. Now, will this last? I have no reason to see it going away. I think they're going to stick with this. We'll see. If it creates too many problems, enough people complain, maybe they'll go back to it. I consider this complaint number 1, if you will. But yeah, so for the time being, now I would definitely look at the location of the second delivery very closely before you accept it. Because the last thing you want is to accept a second order that's going to be super inconvenient. In fact, this could be so inconvenient that if the second order is a fast food restaurant, I would simply not even accept it. Because that is the epitome of you really shouldn't be beholden to a specific order. Fast food orders, it's like, hey, pick it up whenever you pass it. That's my philosophy on that one. Because especially if it's McDonald's or Jack in the Box, at least here in California, they're everywhere. You don't have to do a lot of particular planning to pick those places up. No, I don't know. What do you folks think? Do you think this is going to bother you? Do you go out of the order more often than not? I don't know. I would love to, though. So comment below, like, favorite, share, subscribe, and as always, flame responsibly. Have a good one.